back at the .24 tournament here. It's really late over here, but I don't know. I wanted to finish this Tengu, so I guess I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's just keep going. Fell asleep at the laptop. It happens to the best of us. Alright, what the hell was I doing over here? Let me just get reacquainted with this character. Alright. Elementalist, Conjure Flame, Irradiate, Fireball, Spellforge Servitor. What am I doing up? I don't know. Alf, what are you doing up, bro? Wesley messaged me and wanted me to help him with something, and I guess I figured I would just finish this up. Malcolm woke me up. It's not my fault. Moonshine and gaming. Is moonshine still illegal in some places? I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, I'm stuck on Vehumet over here. Yeah, we were going to go for Iron Shot. Yeah, this is fine. Moonshine is an American tradition, it's true. Alright, we have our Lek. Just going to fireball my way through this place, although I do need to keep in mind that there are salamanders in here, right? And we didn't, we amnesia'd lightning bolt. So I think I actually learned Iron Shot. And as much as it pains me to do so, we're going to take Earth to 5. Get that online. I mean, hell, with Vehumet, we should be able to get it functional pretty quickly. Hold on a minute. Is Fireball not hungerless? Oh my god, no it's not. We're gonna starve fast if I keep this up. Oh, what a shame. I mean, I'm training spellcasting. But, is there a Staff of Energy? No. Is there a Mystery Staff, perhaps? Nope. No, I was gonna say, I remember mixing Everclear into jungle juice, and I was always told that the stuff I made was quote-unquote lethal, because you just couldn't tell how much alcohol was in it. It just tasted like it was, you know, delicious fruit juice. It's pretty good stuff. I don't really drink anymore, to be honest, because it, from what I understand from my research, it kind of kills your gains if you're trying to grow muscles. So pretty bad, but I used to enjoy drinking. I mean, obviously, probably shouldn't get blitzed, but can be a good time to have a few drinks with some friends. Hey Wesley, you're asking me if Simulacrum is quite good. The answer is yes, but honestly it feels like a spell that there's no good reason for it to exist unless you are worshipping Kiku. The minute that you're worshipping Kiku, it becomes outrageously strong. We have Airstrike to deal with these guys. Let's pull him up. And also melee him. I was thinking about splashing some into Ice Conjuration to get Icicle and Simulacrum. I tell ya, Short Sword of the Crusades, he's got a Star Rage item. I tell ya, I don't think that you should get Conjuration. And I'll tell you why. First of all, you're a mummy. Your aptitude blows. So you really don't want to train any more skills than you absolutely have to. Second of all, Icicle is a crappy spell. And I've had people tell me different, and maybe it's better than I give it credit for, but in general, Icicle is a crappy spell. You know, if you want to mix and match ice with something else, necromancy's fine. Summoning is fine because, well, Ice Beast is good. But, yeah, in general, I just wouldn't go for Icicle. I don't think it's very good. But Simulacrum's amazing. The reason why it's way better on Kiku... What? Sticking with your aptitudes on this dude? But I am. Look at what I've been doing. I've trained a little bit of Earth Magic, which is like the crappiest aptitude, and a little bit of Charms, which is an also crappy aptitude, but you'll note that my big aptitudes, like Conjurations and Air, have my highest training. Well, it's not spellcasting, but that's kind of doesn't count. Everybody has a bad spellcasting apt. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Simulacrum is it doesn't last very long for whatever reason. So being able to, yeah, selectively Simulacrum with Corpse Call is really, really important. But your real goal on any Kiku guy, but especially Necromancer, especially Mummy Kiku guys, is to get your Necronomicon and get Infestation and Haunt online. Infestation plus Haunt will kill like literally any number of things in the game, especially once you get that steamroll going. Non-Felid Chaos Knight stream during the tournament. Come on, man, can't you be satisfied that I'm streaming these crazy European hours right now? I'm gonna go watch Minecraft Twitch. It's a Vehumet it's a Vehumet Tengu. I mean, that's not something you see every day. I mean, I guess it's a normal combo, but who wants to play Vehumet? Yeah, Dort, I think you were the one who was telling me that Icicle is a good spell. I don't think I'm buying it. I mean, perhaps it would be more accurate to say that Icicle is a spell that simply does not fit my playstyle. I feel really weird. I feel really weird trying to play any kind of blaster, especially a blaster that's not just like super straightforward. You never brought it up until now? I feel like I was talking about it on stream, and somebody, I don't remember exactly who, said that I was mistaken. 60% irresistible. Well, not a lot of stuff is resistant to ice anyway, but how much range is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's the same as Iron Shot. No, it's one more than Iron Shot, actually. I mean, the range is nice. Well, it can't be Fireball, it's single target. I want to know how the damage stacks up to something like Fireball or even Poison Arrow, to be honest. If you're losing to Poison Arrow, then your spell has a problem. Let's put on this Int +2 hat. I really would like to have Hungerless Fireball, and that's gonna help. I hate to train so much spellcasting, but I think I have to. What's this now? What is this about Vehumet? Oh, you're right, it might be because of Vehumet. That did seem like it was a little too much. Let's check. Whoa, I don't want to save game and exit. Crystal Spear. Yeah, that was because of Vehumet. It's actually only 5. Okay, back to the Snake Pit. As long as I keep this sword on, I keep RF, so it's fine. It's fine to have the RF minus. What do we got here? Katur's Ghost. 37 plus Vorpal. Immune to fire. They're resistant to cold. Alright. I think Iron Shot's online. Actually, it's not. Crap. Okay, you're going to have to get irradiated, I suppose. Airstrike. And 37 plus Vorpal, though. Part of the cards here. 2, 3, 4. Nice, and I didn't even get super contaminated. Hell yeah. I mean, I guess, but like with regards to the starting book, it's just you've got ice beasts in there. So to me, it seems because summoning is just such a broken ass school. Um, it seems like you probably just want to do that, you know. What I wouldn't give for some really good bolt here. Just gonna fireball myself. The doesn't he play? Apparently quite good. Book of Maledictions. Too little, too late. We suck at hexes anyway, so. Yeah, but like my thing is like why would you spread yourself thin? Like why not just focus in on. Are you serious, Vehumet? Freezing Cloud? Damn, that's actually castable. Is this that's actually both castable and kind of useful in this Edward, I was gonna say focus on getting Ice Beast online, and then once that's online, why wouldn't you just get like defenses and stuff so you can melee and then use the Ice Beasts to get out of bad situations? Freezing Cloud blows, if you ask me, um, but I'm real tempted to use it in here. I don't need to though. We've got Fireball; it's good enough. Um, kill Orbs of Fire with it. Doubt. Press D to doubt. Or press X to doubt. I don't know. I'm not buying that one, my friend. I don't believe. Cloak of Magic Resistance. Damn, that's good. Freezing Cloud blows. Alright, Adort, we can agree on that. Rope of Augmentation. Damn. Probably never going to use that because we're getting Aralek from our armor, but still, nice to see. Nah, I'm gonna buy Magic Resist. That gives it's a strict upgrade, and that means we're almost immune to Ancient Lich's 1% fail. Nice. 2 to 3 turns, everything dead. I mean, yeah, no, I mean it'll melt popcorn, but you know what else melts popcorn is tab. You know, all the stuff that you're actually worried about, it really doesn't do a whole lot to. Like, okay, let's take a strong Vaults monster as an example. You gonna eat through 110 hit points on a Titan with Freezing Cloud? I doubt it. If only I had the Ice Blast spell. Well, I mean, maybe this is a dumb question, but what does the spell power even matter? Since the isn't the cloud damage fixed? Is there like an initial component to the damage that I don't know about? Gonna get rid of Wand of Flame. It's polymorph as well, actually. Duration depends on power, not damage. That's what I thought. That's actually. I mean, yeah, if you can hold things in place for a little while, I mean, you can make it do some work. But damn, dude, I'd rather just front load my damage. Hey, we found a Book of Flames. A little late. I don't know why it says you add Fireball to your. Oh wait, it's because Vehumet didn't actually add it to my library. Alright. Still not getting anywhere with that Iron Shot. So expensive, this Earth Magic. We'll get there, though. I didn't train any summons. Why don't we just take summons to like 10? Aptitude's really good. I'd like to have an Iron Shotting Spellforged Servitor, wouldn't you? Radiate debuff. It's actually nice in snakes. Cold hurts them. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's like the one reason I just realized I'm in a perfect spot to make use of this. It's just as Adort says, it's a little awkward to use, And I'm not about to train any ice, is the thing. I'm already spread too thin. I mean, it's especially nice in, I mean, it's nice in Snake because, you know, you got salamanders. Right now, it's weird for me because I have to fireball. That's not touching the salamanders, really. But, Ring of Ice, hey, there's a spell enhancer, but as we just learned, only affects duration. Here's my Ring of Fire, bro. I want some spell enhancers on my fire. Maybe I should have tried to acquire that. Fireball here. Radiate. So strong. Not exactly the hardest branch in the game. And if you don't need it later... Well, I mean, Freezing Cloud is like, I would call it handy in vaults, but not like really, really good. The Halcyon days of Freezing Cloud was definitely back when you could close doors on people. That was the only time in my mind when it was actually worth getting. And even then it was a little suspect. But when you could close doors on people, you know, at least you could do that and then let them die while you were relatively safe, you know. And that was just so fun. I don't know why they took that out. I guess fun's not allowed. 26 rations. Damn, dude. I mean, we're not running out of rations, really, and there's more for sale. Oh, just kidding. There's not more for sale. Clouds used to not leave out of line of sight. Artagas, I'm talking about, yeah, old version. Oh, this spell hunger. Come on, man. 15 spell casting and 24 int, and I still have spell hunger issues. Are you messing with me? Ooh. I'll shout a bit. Oh well. This is a character that is a caster, but I wouldn't even mind being surrounded by the Guardian Serpent, since we just irradiate and kill everything, most likely. Kind of cool. Check this out, I can make steam from the fountains. Perhaps a lesser-known trick. I'll be honest, I wasn't trying to do that. I just kind of remembered it was possible as I cast it. Some amazing defenses for a caster Tengu. I agree. We got a bit lucky. Not only do we have a +5 shield, we have a +5 ring mail with our elect. And I mean, our evasion could be better. In fact, I'm going to take my dodging to 10. But yeah, this is, I mean, these would be basically respectable defenses for like a warrior in an S branch, you know, like a straight up fighter. Wouldn't be the best, but you could definitely win 2 runes with these defenses on a dude who's in melee. Wouldn't be a problem. 102 hit points is a ton for a Tengu. I trained 10 fighting, but the biggest thing that's happening here is I'm robust, so. Basically, the game's been pretty kind to me. Intelligence, how's that helping me with my spell hunger? Not at all. Alright. Man, I'm trying. Dexterity, we don't need that. Oh yeah, and right. Here's the real benefit. +5 Ring of Protection, +6 Amulet of Reflection. Pretty outrageous. And actually I have 2 EV on this other ring. Kind of crazy, don't you think? Manual, nice, dude. We also have D-Missile up. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but it makes me just so much less worried about sharpshooters. D-Missile is one of those things that like is incredibly powerful, but you rarely get to use. on most characters because the spell schools are weird and the spell itself is kind of rare. But it seems like every single Tengu should use it. Tengu, not Tingo. I don't know what a Tingo is. Let's fireball ourselves here. It's like BVC, but better. Obviously, not a serious statement there. Pingu. No, Pingus. Like, Dr. Robotnik. My Pingus machine. Plus invisibility ring. I haven't really been using that. So snooping as usual, I see. How come the old Sonic cartoon is just so exploitable? You know, like the old Sonic PSAs as well. Like the don't do drugs. Wow, plus 11 quarter staff of speed. What a sick find that would have been early on. Perhaps not so much now. Sonic does speed, it's canon. I don't know about that. I think Sega might not be very happy about such a statement. Did you guys know that they tried to take over YTM&D's website because of those parodies? Hey, Vehumet actually did something for me. And gave me 5 mana back, enough for one more fireball. He doesn't remember the meth episode. I do not. Yeah, okay, so we're on Snake Forest, so I should probably stop fiddling around, because I'm probably right outside the end vault. Ooh, hello. Speaking of fiddling around, fireballing myself while at 75% hit points is maybe not the best idea. Only so much mana, man. You know, I guess if Sonic had a drug problem, that would explain why he's so fast. What if the rings were just like a metaphor for Sonic's drug problem? You know? Hey, we got the we can Iron Shot now, kinda, sorta. Sonic has a speed problem. Well, you know what they say, gotta go fast. Okay, come on. Yeah, that's what I want. Put them around me, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it when I have Iridia to bail me out. What do the rings represent? I don't know. He chases the rings, and there's like an endless number of rings, right? So it's like he's chasing his horrible addiction as he runs the highway of crippling of crippling substance abuse, perhaps. I don't know. Oh, you mean literally? What do they represent? Crack donuts? Wow. Is there such a thing? I hope that doesn't exist. Chasing the dragon. Yeah. Like that South Park episode or whatever, where they made a game out of that. Speaking of things that make you feel like you're having a drug trip, did you guys see, I'm sure you guys all saw the live-action Sonic movie that was just so bad and so laughable and the reaction to it was like so strong that they had to redo the whole thing. It's got Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, and it's not out. They stopped production of the movie, I think, because they realized that Sonic looked like ass, looked like blue ass, basically, like a sort of horrifying. He had horrifying little hands that didn't quite. I don't know. It just looked. Everything about him looked horrible. You're gonna have to see for yourself. I'm sure you've already seen it actually. They made him look bad on purpose to get people talking about it. See, that's the kind of cynicism. That's the kind of cynicism that I've grown to enjoy and respect in my Twitch channel. Also, you're probably right. It's unfortunate that you're probably right. But I mean, I don't know if you're making a joke or if you actually believe that. I actually believe that. I mean, to be honest, I have this theory that shitty movies are just like a tax write-off. I don't even think this is a theory. I think this is like well known. There was a guy, who's that German dude? He's German, right? Who made all the video game movies that were like purposefully terrible because there was some kind of way, there was some kind of like special law in Germany where if a movie didn't make enough money, they somehow got reimbursed or something like that. Uwe Boll, is that how you say his name? Pretty sure they changed him. Changed to. You mean Sonic? Ice Blast because I'm out of mana. Dang. He just doesn't want to die. Vehumet gives me Bolt of Fire. Alright, I'm officially a little bit cross with Vehumet. He's been offering me all kinds of garbage. And, I gotta tell you, I just want my level 9 spells already. Although with Bolt of Fire, I mean, it is tempting to go for that. It's a level 6 spell, it kills basically everything, but I don't think we need it, man. We've already got Fireball. We got Iron Shot. Do we even need a Bolt spell? Not really. I will say this, Bolt of Fire on a Vehumet guy is hilarious. Because, I mean, the range is raised by 1, so you can actually hit a bunch of stuff at once, which is quite nice. Bolt of Fire is a bit overkill. Kinda. Kinda. I don't know, man. It's tempting. I don't think I'm going to bother with it, but it is tempting. Vashnia. Blink other. Let's go up so we don't get blinked. I'm not excited about the prospect of having to fight all this crap while out of position. Manual throwing, eh. Look, I don't care about. Actually, I guess there's Battle Sphere. That'd be kind of cute, but I don't think we even need to bother. It's a very expensive book anyway. Can't afford it. Constriction is the main threat. Kinda. We have Irradiate, though, which is just, like, outrageously strong. Book of Clouds. Nothing, really. Party Tricks. Book of Frost, that's just the starter book. Book of Fire is, well, now, we could do this. We could go Pure Fire and get Ignition online. If I had Ignition online, and I got, if I had Ignition online and I got Necromutation, we could go do a Ziggurat, I suppose. Probably won't do that on a Vehumet guy. Hey, nice, Wesley. You can get 3 spell enhancers now. I'm not gonna bother with this though. I don't think. I think we're gonna wait. Let's see if Vehumet wants to be a jerk or not with my final spells. Whoops, bad fireball. Just gonna melee this stuff. Funniest thing about Irradiate is, like, not only does it do the damage, if I run out of mana, it's cool because it, you know, as long as I got one cast of it, I've debuffed the stuff, you know. I mean, it is outrageous what this game has given to me. +5 longsword with venom. Not the best brand for this place, but, you know, do enough damage, you can poison resistant things, you know. Vehumet didn't have to take me on as a disciple. Problem is, I'm not appreciative of what Vehumet has done for me. See, I don't know if I believe that. It seems like the gods just take anybody who finds one of their altars, so I'm a little dubious. How many adventurers come into this place, really? How many worthwhile adventurers come into this place? I'm like the best disciple Vehumet's ever had, probably. You know? He should be grateful. I've got to at least be in, like, the top 10. Meanwhile, like, if you go by the statistics of the win rates in this game, you know, probably 99% of Vehumet's disciples just proceeds to die to a hobgoblin 5 minutes later. Has he ever taken on Leo? I don't know. Somebody asked Leo if Vehumet is ever an essential combo. Essential. Okay, this guy's being a jerk. We wait for this stuff to get next to us, then we irradiate, we swing. I'm a little worried here. Okay, good. Just didn't want to get, like, double IMB'd from this dude, but it wasn't going to happen. Probably. I have pretty good evasion. Plus I had a lot of hit points anyway, so. My demon missile just dropped. Not many uniques worship gods, it's really just Makleb and Zen. That's true. I always wanted to make a Ru worshipping unique. Thought that might be cool. There should be more uniques that worship particular gods. They should design one? Well, maybe for my fork, but not for mainline. You think the devs would accept any kind of thing that I gave to them? I mean, God, apparently the head dev is now banning people from his infobot simply for mentioning me. So, I don't think my code's getting into mainline. Doesn't Francis worship Lagonu? Maybe. No, I thought... You know what? We can bring this up. No, you're thinking of maybe Erica? Louise, yeah, because Louise, her backstory is that she went into the Abyss. Francis doesn't seem to worship anybody. I know that the Minotaur guy, Asterion, worships Makleb. Yes, Artagus, that is who I'm talking about. I mean, obviously, you know, the person... He who bans people never says exactly why the person is banned. God forbid there's any amount of accountability or transparency. But as far as we can tell, that's the only thing that it could be. There's no real other explanation considering the timing. Yeah, I mean he's not going to get a straight answer. So you're pretty much going to have to speculate. Francis is a Makleb guy as well. Don't they have destruction summoning? I mean, you could definitely theorycraft about it. I guess it makes sense. Summon, demon, throw icicle, iron shot. But if we look at Asterion, it actually has a greater servant of Makleb, major destruction. So maybe Francis's abilities were meant back in the day to emulate Makleb's. I don't know. I think Francis is just supposed to be like a hybrid warrior type guy. Nice. Ignacio, man, the most sought-after unique in all of the tournaments. He's so rare. Look at this guy. He's got a cool backstory. I've always, I don't know, maybe it's just like the edgy boy in me, but I've always liked the idea of like the backstories of characters that are either angels or humans or something that turned into a demon. Especially someone, the backstory where they were once, you know, super good, you know, warrior of light or whatever, and then turned to evil and got turned into a demon. What was that one character in Diablo 2 where it's like as soon as you went into Act 4 in Hell, you sometimes, well, actually, you always ran into him, and he was like a fallen angel, and salamander hide armor. We don't need that. He had this really cool sword that could drop, which I was as a kid, yeah, Izuel. I always thought it was cool because you could get Izuel's crystal sword, which, if I recall correctly, was actually very crappy. But I just wanted to find a way to make it actually work as a weapon. But it just didn't make sense. Like you couldn't really use it for anything, if I recall correctly. I thought it was a cool character. So this, I was correct. This is the end vault. So if we had stuck around and fought this crap, we would have potentially had some big time issues. Let's go up. We were about to get surrounded, so what a game! What a game indeed. I'll be honest with you. I skipped D3. I mean, the only phrase that I had to hear was "real money auction house." And then I knew that it was a blatant, naked cash grab and that the whole thing was going to be a fiasco. And then I started to find out things like it was meant to be a console game, and they just kind of sort of ported it to the computer, to the PC. Oh, I know they removed the real money auction house. I know that, but you know, you can remove some poop from the toilet. It's still poop. It was still designed as something that's basically just biological waste. You've simply taken it out of the confines of the trappings of what it is. It's still ultimately the heart and soul of it is still the same. So yeah, the damage is already done. That's a good way to put it. That's a much less gross way to put it, I guess. If my metaphors are not the best tonight, it's like 3 a.m. my time, so you know, bear with me. People should go to prison for making that game. Oh, man. I don't know, Wesley. Make your own metaphor. I don't know if that's... at this point, I'm not even sure what I was going for there. I guess I'm trying to say that it was designed... It was designed with that sort of philosophy in mind of... you know, make the drop rates weird, encourage the player to spend as much money as possible. You know, you can't turn a blatant cash grab into a work of art. You know. So we just found Lightning Spire. I have to get Lightning Spire. There's no not memorizing Lightning Spire if you can cast it. See, we found Shatter as well. There's no way we're doing that. Although that's great that we found Shatter, because that means that Vehumet will not waste my time with that. I wish I could purchase the Ignition book, if only to make sure Vehumet doesn't give me that either. Should be forced to play their own game. Well, that's the thing, is like D2 really was a work of art. You know, there was once a time when a team of artists and craftsmen would create these things. People who actually cared, you know, people who were passionate, at least it seemed like they were passionate, you know, about video game design. That doesn't seem to happen much anymore. I mean, and if it does, you're looking at like tiny indie studios made by, you know, games made by like 1 or 2 guys. You know, a game like Stardew Valley, made by 1 dude, has more heart and soul in it than like AAA titles these days, which is sad. It's a sad thing to see. But I mean, I have this theory that like everything Blizzard ever did that was good was actually just Blizzard North, which was another company entirely that they kind of sort of acquired. Guys like Bill Roper, who, they were the heart and soul of everything good that Blizzard ever did. And then all those guys sort of disappeared, maybe after StarCraft. And then you've got like Chris Metzen driving the storyline of every single Blizzard IP directly into the fucking ground. StarCraft used to be like this gritty, sort of sci-fi, almost Warhammer 40k-ish thing. In fact, it was supposed to be a Warhammer 40k game at first, but forget that. And then you get like StarCraft 2, where it's this sort of dumbass love story between between Karrakin and Raynor. Oh man. Alright, so we did Snake while I was ranting about that. Yeah, there you go, Wesley. Faceless corporations designed by committee. Sure. And yeah, I can definitely try that game. What are we gonna do? We have our core. RC Plus is available. However, our core comes in the form of a robe. I guess we're gonna. I mean, I want to just get slime out of the way. I know we can do it. And then RC Plus. Where can we get RC Plus? It's got to be the Ring of Ice. Sadly. Which means we lose EV +2. Slime before Elf. Yeah, why not? Whatever, we can do it. This is a character that really doesn't give a shit. He can do anything he wants to. He's got the power. Oh, Jesus, maybe he can't. What an entrance. What an entrance, my friends. Yeah, Tactical Papaya, it's pretty funny. I don't have D-Missile up. Why don't we cast that real fast? There we go. Okay, irradiate. Irradiate. Pull this crap up. Irradiate. Alright, this is fine. Everything's okay. Everything's fine. Go down. As long as a floating eye or some crap doesn't show up, we're not going to have a problem here. Fireball here. Radiate here. Technically, we can die here. Let's go up. Let's not die here. Okay, can't die if this doesn't miscast. There we go. 66 damage possible, but I shouldn't irradiate again. Yeah, I have Airstrike. We started as an Air Elementalist, so certainly available. Well, it was very unlikely for us to die there because we have our core. I'll tell you exactly how much damage was possible. It was, I'm going to tell you why I went up. 22, 44, 66 damage from the 3 slime creatures, and then there was also whatever it is that the acid guy decided to do. So we have our core. We look at what he does. It's acid blob. 42 damage. So yeah, he does really big physical damage. But with that said, I knew at least one of the slime creatures probably wasn't going to do anything because he stood to be merged with a slime creature behind him. So that takes 22 damage off the table. And then there's the fact that I have so much SH and so much EV. I probably shouldn't have taken the risk, but I mean, 88 hit, the chances of us dying there was I bet it's in like 1% range. A risk I probably shouldn't have taken, but we're at the entrance to slime, and there wasn't really a whole lot I could do other than just go straight up. I could have like blinked into nothing, but honestly, that sounds like a horrible time. Butterflies or something, then to safely take out eyes. Well, I got lightning spire for that, my friend. I mean, butterflies, I guess, would create more havoc, but there we go. I mean, you better believe me, I don't want to lose my awesome mutations, it's true. Should I just go ahead and do elf first? Maybe I should. I mean, technically it's easier than this, I guess. I mean, we do have airstrike to deal with. Yeah, to deal with stuff that's in weird locations. I just go down here and I see... Well, here's why I want to do slime first. If I were to get a bad telly on elf 3, this character could die instantly. Whereas if I get a bad telly in here, I don't see that happening. On the other hand, with D-Missile, it's not really likely in elf either, so... Honestly, I don't think it really matters which one I do first. On the other hand, the hell am I going to do against TRJ? Oh yeah, for sure you can do slime. But it just occurred to me, I'm going to have to probably do a ranged TRJ, which I sort of despise doing. Sticks to snakes? No. Bolt of flame, bolt of fire would actually be handy against TRJ if I'm going to have to do the... do I not have a surplus of nets? Only 3. And it's, I mean, yeah, of course I could do... I mean, let me tell you something. Like, yes, I will do the melee strat with casting if I have to, but I don't like doing it when the character's in a robe, because if anything goes wrong, I mean, let's say I use my scroll of summoning and I don't get a very good summon, or the stuff dies really quickly for whatever reason, or it spawns in the wrong spot. Three's a lot. Three's a hell of a lot. But anyway, the point is, you know, it's not going to help me against his allies, and if I'm in a robe, then I can take a shitload of damage from just the ads. Although I guess I do have Spellforge Servitor at this point, so maybe. Fireball's not quite hungerless yet. It's true all the DCSS streamers / video makers know each other. I like Man, he's my buddy. Me and Ultra teamed up in the .22 tournament. He's not my biggest fan these days. But, yeah, I mean, know each other, sure. Demise, I've talked to. Also not my biggest fan. I think that me and Australia are a little bit at odds these days, perhaps. But Man's on my team in this tournament, actually. No, sorry. It's not the way I'd like it to be. Can't help it, man. ZXC hasn't been around in so long that I never had a chance to get to know him, but I just based off the guy's gameplay, I like the way he plays DCSS. He's very methodical. He's got more patience for some aspects of the game than I do. So you're saying you pissed off a whole continent this time? Well, just 2 people on it, I guess. To be fair, it's just exceptionally easy to piss off Demise, though. I think he bans just about everybody from his Discord. It's mostly how many people they have, plus kangaroos. Maybe, that's true. I heard they lost a war to emus once. Or emus, I'm told I say that word wrong. Hey, look, it's 30 to 50 feral pigs. It's true, it was emus. Got her. Casual elf zombie up there, that was interesting. I don't think I've ever seen just an elf zombie by himself. I wonder what else was there. got banned by Rain. I heard that Rain sort of got a hold of the mod ship of that Discord sort of by mistake. Not a person I would trust modding anything, really. Military lost emus until they put a bounty on them, then civilians slaughtered a ton. Wow. Okay, so we can fireball this guy, but he's got our F+, so why don't we just bust out the iron shot? Yeah. Oh, it's this vault. Okay. Necromancers, abominations. Luckily, purging things with fire is in this season. Wow, 3 fireballs didn't cut it. Luckily, got the ice blast. Oh, hello. Just melee. Taking longer than I expected, but that's fine. Easy to get banned by Demise. Yeah, well, I'm glad that's not just a figment of my imagination. Yeah, no, Ultra makes fun videos, man. There was a time when we were friends. I hear he's not doing too well lately, some kind of health problem I heard. Hopefully he gets well soon. I don't really know anything about that, though. Does he get mad about video games? When he does, he keeps it to himself, I guess. It depends what you mean by mad, exactly. I've been told that I get mad about video games, but I think I just, I don't know. I don't really think I get that mad about anything, really. It just kind of seems that way because of my communication style. I'm very direct, and some people don't like that. A lot of people, actually, don't like that. I took a personality test, and there's these different, it's called the Big Four. And this, of course, depends on how much bullshit you want to swallow from people who sort of make this stuff up. But in this one, it was called the Big Four, and censorship, fascism. Those are not two of the Big Four, Wesley. But yeah, I did the test, and one of the Big Four qualities is agreeableness, and I scored literally 0 on agreeableness. And this doesn't necessarily mean that you're like an asshole. Oh, those are things I get upset about. I get passionate about those things insofar as I passionately dislike them or passionately hate them. I'm really big on free speech, and it pisses me off when people are more interested in sort of cutting someone's tongue out than countering their arguments. Even if that person is horribly in the wrong, I don't think you're doing, in general, I don't think you're doing the world much good by shutting someone up instead of sort of shedding more light on the discussion. Took a personality test and it came back negative. Yeah, but no, where I was going with that was, when you're low agreeability, people that are high agreeability don't like you very much, or perhaps find it hard to have discussions of any sort with you. And to me, it's like I feel like I'm living in a world full of aliens. Wise Wolf / Perpetual Blur said something to me today, and I'm gonna you know what? I don't think he would mind if I shared this. Let me bring up this little Discord conversation. He's a cool guy, by the way. Very friendly. A guy that I would say scores, I don't think I remember his personality test, but I'm guessing that he scored really high on agreeability. And he said something to me today that was really, hold on, let me see if I can find this. This is, yeah, okay. So I said something along the lines, talking about how Wesley, well, no, I mean, no, I think he would score high agreeability, Wesley. I think it just depends on who he's talking to. If it's somebody who's in the out group, then he comes off as low agreeability. But I think that you know, if you're dealing with people, and this is maybe just like a product of narcissism, like the way that these people just sort of are willing to abuse anybody who's in the out group. So I don't think this is like this whole personality test crap can really fill every single peg in every single hole. Let me fix my items here. I still have my ring of ice on and my robe, actually. How terrible. But anyway, what I was saying with Wise Wolf was we were talking about how Wesley got banned from the Roguelikes Discord because he mentioned my stream. Yeah. Silently banned. It was not exactly what you would call a shadow ban, because a shadow ban is done and you don't know you've been banned. But it was a silent ban. He just got banned, no explanation, no nothing. And later he got, you know, he was upset about it, obviously, because nobody. It was like an unspoken rule at the time that God forbid you mention Malcolm Rose. It's like Voldemort or something, like he who must not be named. Let's drop potions of flight. We don't really need those. Make sure we don't pick them up again. It looks like that's already happening. So he sends like a message or something to the guy who runs that Discord, and it's something along the lines of like what the hell, man, what the hell, damn guy. And you know, it wasn't like the nicest email, but it wasn't like, you know, he didn't call him names or anything. He was just like, dude, this is a messed up thing to do. This is moderator abuse. Like, fix the problem. You know, fix the problem. There's no rule against this. Like, why did you ban me? And then the fact that Wesley mouthed off about this basically was used as an excuse to keep him minus 10% mana to keep him banned, which to me is like insane. And so I said, I was talking about this with yeah, I do think you were polite up front too, but people that are super high agreeability might have disagreed with that and said that you weren't being polite. I don't know. But the point is, I was talking to Wise Wolf about this, and I said, and this is like pretty much verbatim. I said, I don't think it's acceptable to punish someone further if they mouthed off about being treated like shit when they were in fact being treated like shit. I don't understand how you could think this is acceptable. And his reply was, because I don't view mouthing off as harmless. And that's what he said. And again, I like Wise Wolf. This is not like denigrating him. It just goes to show how different my worldview is from other people, from some other people, from a lot of other people. I would say the majority does not think in my way. I'd say the majority thinks in the way that Wise Wolf was saying. And so my response to that, because I don't view mouthing off as harmless, my response to that was literally, my brain can't process this. That phrase, to me, it looks like something that's just, you know, Lovecraftian almost, like it's a tentacled man beast or something. Like, it doesn't look like it belongs. To me, you know, you say some words and you freak out so badly that you need to ban somebody from a community for life or whatever. I mean, it's like a cop beats you up and you're like, wow, man, you're an asshole. You shouldn't have done that. And then that's justification for him beating you up because you told him he was an asshole. I mean, I don't know, man. It's words. It's words. We're living in this like totally sissified kind of world these days, and it doesn't make any sense to me. It's outrageous. People just need to get out of the crib, I guess. But then again, I can't totally dismiss every piece of criticism like that, because there is that whole agreeability thing, and I do think it didn't used to be quite so bad, though. You disagree that the majority are with that? Sounds like bad Discord moderation. Well, yeah, I mean, of course it's bad Discord moderation, but I think that, I mean, let's be honest, most people are probably higher, you know, more agreeable than me. I enjoy arguing. I enjoy conflict to some degree. And that's not the same thing as, like, calling somebody names and hating them or something, but you can have conflict with, you know, you can have friendly conflict, you know? You can like someone and still argue with them. But there are so many people out there, it seems like, that something that even looks like an argument causes them physical pain. You know, like their brains just start flopping around in their heads and they feel like they're going to have a heart attack or something. I mean, I'm trying to sort of describe this in the way that I understand it, because it doesn't happen to me. You know, it's friendly conflict is healthy. I agree entirely, Adort. I mean, and honestly, I really am just guessing at how these people must feel based on their reactions, because, like, some of these people, and you've seen it in these communities, it's like, calm down, boys. You know, you see two people having a robust discussion, and some third party jumps in, and they're like, oh no, that escalated quickly. I don't know what voice I'm doing here. I guess I'm just trying to do like a teenage girl or something that's can't you know, she doesn't want there to be too much conflict. But I mean, I don't know. It's frustrating is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's very good teenage girl voice. Thank you. But it's like I just don't know how to even communicate with these people, because for me it's like, I think it's fine to have, you know, all kinds of discussions, even if it's about, you know, controversial stuff, or even if it offends some people, especially if it offends some people. I mean, I don't know how you have a conversation without the risk of offending some people. Like, unless we're just posting pictures of kittens on the internet all day, what is there to learn from each other? You know, why are we communicating with each other at all? You know, if we're not risking offending people. But that's the ultimate faux pas, it seems like. I see, Tactical Papaya. Whoa, easy guys. Right, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Sounds like a willful excuse to coexist with other people. The world is full of things that are disgusting and nasty to you. Hey, Culture Vulture. Free speech doesn't mean you can say whatever you want. Threats, slander, and hate speech are not free speech. I disagree entirely on part of that. It's very easy to lump those things together. Like, threats, fine. You know, you want to talk about the American standard of legal standard, of course threats are not acceptable. You make a bona fide threat against someone's life or safety, that should be illegal, no question. Because at that point, that isn't free speech. You're basically suppressing somebody else's free speech. But not, those three things are not the same thing. Slander, okay, slander's wrong, and there should be civil penalties for that. If you make up some bullshit lie about me, I don't think that you should go to jail. I do think that I should be allowed to sue you, and if you've damaged my reputation, you should have to pay me for that. Now that last one, hate speech, that's controversial. I don't know how much I can say about this on Twitch. Obviously, probably not too much, but I don't agree at all, because who gets to define what hate speech is? What if it's a statistic that happens to be true? You know, and again, I can't really get too in detail because this is Twitch and I'll get my fucking account banned. But no, you're wrong. You're wrong. Hate speech is legally protected free speech in America. You're absolutely flat out 100% incorrect about that. And I encourage you to look up the Supreme Court rulings on that. There's no such thing as hate speech in American law. It doesn't exist. Now, maybe the SPLC would like you to think differently. Maybe I don't know, the ADL, some of these other organizations that want to sort of codify this into law as something that was never there. But I assure you, hate speech is there's no such thing in law. Not in the Constitution, that's for sure. No, I mean, obviously, I'm not like defending. You know, somebody wants to call somebody a racial slur. Of course, that's not nice. You know, and of course, you know, if people are going to act like that, you should condemn such people. You know, if I mean, it's not really productive, but is it illegal? No, absolutely not. It's hard to define. Well, of course it's hard to define, and I would go so far as to say that it is used, maybe it's not intended to go this way, but I think that phrases like that are used to shut down discussions. I mean, you can't talk about anything without being called a racist, it seems like. You know, there was this guy on Reddit a while back who was saying a bunch of stuff, and it was you know, like racially charged type stuff. And all I did, this was on the DCSS subreddit, all I did was say, I don't think this guy is serious. Yeah, I was like, they were calling him a Nazi. I was like, no, I think he's just trolling. I don't think he actually believes this stuff. And from that, people got, oh, well, Malcolm's defending Nazis. Because I said, I think the exact quote was, this guy's doing an Andy Kaufman thing. you know, just like fucking with people. Uh, and I wasn't excusing the behavior. I was just saying I don't think he's serious. You know, it's just point of fact. Um, but you can't say anything like this. That guy you talk about was a total asshat. Maybe, probably, actually. I mean, I wasn't defending him, but it's like you can't be remotely thoughtful about anything in the universe in the same ballpark, in the same sport as some of these topics without, you know, oh well, you must be sympathizing with, you know, this and that. You know, it's very frustrating. Hate speech is nothing but speech which people find offensive. Yes. There's no objective standard for offensiveness. Agreed. There can be none. Are you going to tell someone what they can and cannot be offended by? I mean, I gotta tell you, like, America was spawned with the underlying value of being able to tell kings to fuck right off. This country wouldn't exist if we hadn't collectively raised our middle fingers to an actual king. You know, and then you want to tell me that you want to tell me that we need to start making laws against offending people? Are you kidding me? It's asinine. I mean, I'm not insulting you, by the way, Culture Vulture. I do appreciate you, your viewpoint for sure, but I cannot get behind that. You know, I really think this is like a horrible sort of slope we're falling down in this country. Because I mean, and you see where it leads. In places like Hong Kong, you know. But I don't know, man. Like, I realize that it's you know, it sucks when you see people saying things that you don't agree with, really horrible things, you know, things that you think probably shouldn't be said, and then you see somebody else saying, well, they have the right to say that, and it's so easy to then lump, you know, Mr. Free Speech guy in with the people that he's saying, well, they have a right to say that, and just dismiss that dude as, well, he's the devil, you know. But a couple years down the line, as the political pendulum swings back and forth, you know, you may be the one who's in need of that kind of protection. You know, unpopular speech is what needs protecting. That's the definition, really, of free speech is because, like, you don't need legal protections for something that's popular. And people are so quick to want to sort of form these lynch mobs against anybody who thinks differently, even a little bit. You know, it's very easy. Oh, damn, dude, this is two Blade Masters. I need to stop talking and actually pay attention to the game. Let's lamp. That's what I should have done. Irradiate to get the debuff on this Blade Master. Thankfully, I have good defenses, so didn't get screwed over too badly here. Lost Soul. What's the fire immunity? Damn, this thing's gonna revive. Okay, we'll just open up with Lightning Blast. There we go. Hell yeah. Killed them all at once. Lost Soul didn't revive. See, Anani Badger, that statement's funny. I don't know if I could even say that on Twitch without being called a racist and possibly having my account banned. You know, that's seriously the point where we're at. Is like, if you don't agree with certain political ideas, you know, then you're the devil. You know, but I mean, I'm not going to comment on that exact statement for that reason. But I don't know. I mean, I really do think that this is a platform where there's no opportunity to discuss that kind of stuff without risking being forcefully shut up. You know. You sure you'd want to live in Japan? I like sushi. It's pretty good. No, culturally, I don't think I'd fit in over there. They don't like meat enough. I like my bacon a little too much. Probably costs more over there. Please don't forget about not dying to elves policy. Yeah, Artagus, every time you're here, I almost die to elves. Did you know that? It's the unfortunate Artagus syndrome. Silence. Oh, we miscast silence. I don't want to mess with this dude. Oh wait, I don't have more than one lightning blast. Uh-oh, I better pop a resist just to be sure. Let's take a step away. And another one, and then we'll ice blast this guy. That was a little risky. I just burned a resist potion for no particularly good reason. Paralysis wasn't going to work. His MR is too good. We'll enchant these gloves. I should drop some stuff, yeah. Like more interested in the political discussion than the game. It's going to end badly. I see we have int +6 on this ring. The ring Coot. Is that cute, perhaps? Would have been cooler if it was named Doot, and it would have been even cooler if it didn't have star slow. Right now it's just like horrible bait. You know, you want the +6 int, right? Yeah, I'm not wearing star slow, there's no way. It makes you slow every so often, Anani Badger. When you get attacked, there's like a 1% chance that you'll become slow, which is exactly as horrible as you are probably imagining. So really bad. Essentially, you should never wear star slow unless you're on a speed run or you're playing a Formicid, which is immune. So total disaster. Should I enchant my Hat of See Invisible, I wonder? How am I doing on hunger? Fireball and Irradiate, Hungerless. What if I put on this hat? Not Hungerless anymore. Okay, well I want to get spell casting at the point where I don't need this stupid hat anymore. I also don't want to enchant it just yet since I'm not using it. Bro, what can we drop? We're carrying so much crap. I guess I'll drop Disintegrate. And we'll never carry random effects again. I could probably drop either Paralysis or Enslavement, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Okay, I'm going to take a look at chat. Rather it was saved for a blog. I prefer when you discuss why you made such and such move. Yeah, Tactical Papaya, and I try to... I've been trying to get off topic a little bit less. Sometimes it's going to come up, you know, especially I'm streaming in the middle of the night, and I'm a little bit less focused, I guess. So there's going to be times. I understand though. You're here for the DCSS. You want to see the DCSS. I get it. Just pissed off my Spire, but that's okay. We have our Lek on. Drop our core for now. Yeah, I guess I probably should. When I first started playing DCSS, the first run I watched was you in the middle of a big streak, just talking my way through the early game, and I enjoyed that. Okay. Well, I mean, it's one of the things I like the most about making DCSS content is the fact that people can take my stuff and become better players. I mean, of course, that's like the main reason why I do this stuff. That and to shill my cryptocurrency website. I'm not gonna lie, it's I like making money when possible. But yeah, what Anani Badger says, it is kind of weird sometimes to think about the fact that like I'm like persona non grata, even though I've probably helped more people get good at this game than any other person in the community, except for, well, probably except for Ultraviolet 4. He makes just as much content as me, or at least used to. I don't know if he's keeping up with the volume. Although he also has more subscribers than me, so he's probably had more of an impact overall. But nevertheless, I mean, I do my best, you know. But I'm still treated like I'm just like this troll who ruins DCSS or whatever. It's pretty frustrating. Are all of them against you? They put your YouTube in the sidebar last year after a post. That I don't understand. I don't even understand why that happened. I think that was like 100% the doing of Malloy, who seems like the most reasonable out of all of them. I am a little confused as to why that happened, though. I'm not like, I mean, I'm grateful. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe they felt like they had to. Otherwise it's like favoritism or something. I don't know. it was never explained to me, and I never felt like asking because I didn't want to push my luck, like exactly why they decided to do that. Was that you, Tactical Papaya, who made that post? It was someone on my YouTube, and I'm so bad with names. It was like a year ago now as well, so I don't really remember. If that was you, I appreciate it. Thank you. That was you. I thought it was you. Yeah. Maybe I'm not so bad with names. He's trying to get back into his league more. Do you know if he's participating in the tournament right now? Maybe I can re-up my friendship with him. Get him to join my team at the last minute. He was streaming earlier. See, I was under the impression his internet was too bad to stream. Did he get that under control? It's hard to stream in Australia, from what I understand. Or really that entire section of the world. Still bad internet. Yeah. Let's irradiate here. Oh no. I will silence because I don't want him to summon stuff on me. By the way, this is one of the... it's funny because I usually complain. I'm like, oh, this is the worst elf layout. It's the opposite today. This is an awesome elf layout. Elf 3, we get to just pull everything. Almost nothing is coming out all at once. I could make a kill hole if I wanted to. Well, I can't because I don't have digging, but I could. Still wish it wasn't discussed into such length. Not saying things you aren't saying true. Just hate when it turns into a large rant, spirals away from the game. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's gonna happen once in a while. I do appreciate the criticism, by the way, and I understand that probably most people are not here to listen to my political ideas, but at the same time, I mean, I am what I am. We could take like 120 damage here, maybe a little more, but I'm gonna fireball him anyway because I was gonna say he probably dies instantly. Worst case scenario, we end up blinking away. I can't get over how awesome this layout is. This is just so perfect. Like the really cool thing about it is that there's just so much junk in the way, right? Not even in here every stream. Most streams I don't say anything. Well, the Naughty Badger, you got you bought 10 gift subs the other day, so you say whatever you want, man. I think you've earned it. Oh, you're talking about the devs. I thought you were referring more to politics, Tactical Papaya. Honestly, I don't know, you tell me. I feel like I've done better about not bitching about the devs as much lately. But, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. The political scene within DC, that's very well said, Wesley. It adversely affects my content creation, and that's why it comes up. I mean, you need to understand that there is a pin in the Roguelikes Discord saying that essentially, if I remember correctly, and I'm not in that Discord, obviously, but somebody sent me a screenshot, and it says something along the lines of, it implies that I'm a Nazi, which is not true. And it's like, well, we want to give this guy a platform, so you can't link his videos. Like, what do you think they're going to learn from my videos other than, like, how to not die from Sigmund? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So, I mean, it's hard. Like Wesley said, it is kind of hard not to bring up when there's this sort of like crowd of bullies essentially who would love for me to stop making content. I mean, that's not, I don't know, Rogue Shenanigans said I had a persecution complex earlier, but I mean, it's a fact, man. I'm not making this up. That pin exists, and the pin's saying like, well, you can't link to this guy's content, and why? It doesn't say you're a Nazi or anything political. Maybe I'm just thinking of other stuff that's said in that Discord. Alt-right is, I think, what they usually say, which is, again, not something that I've ever claimed to be. You can copy and paste. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, yeah. I don't mind if you paste it. What can you do, Malcolm? It seems like it's out of our hands. I know you aren't making this up, thank you. Back when you only did videos and brought it up after the video, I would dig into whatever you mentioned, and for the most part, you were 100% in the right. I really appreciate that, man. I mean, I really do. I mean, I have to say that, like, with the people who watch my videos and my Twitch streams and whatnot, the one thing that continually impresses me about you guys is that you're very much above average when it comes to thoughtfulness, because it is so easy, and it's human nature even to, when you see a crowd of people, kicking a dude while he's down or whatever, to join in, or to assume the dude deserves it. And so when you're thoughtful enough to not sort of bow to that sort of dark instinct that most people have, I think that's one of the best traits that a human being can have. He's otherwise refrained from giving him a platform. Jesus Christ. By the way, that list of shit that they said that I did, none of it's true. Except for the roguelites thing. I did ban Pyrol from roguelites. That one's true. The rest of it's false. Hey, Cognitive Dissonant, thank you, man. Thank you for the sub, I really appreciate it. Alright, well, I stand corrected. The pin in the Roguelikes Discord does not call me a Nazi. I was mistaken on that one. It just says a bunch of other shit that's false. Oh, wait, no, there's one thing that's true in there. It says, my achievement of breaking the DCSS streak world record is highly impressive. I can get down with that. So we found this Synv ring. That's kind of cool. Sort of obviates the need for me to wear this hat of See Invisible, I suppose. Well, Adort, there is a guy in that Discord, and you know who I'm talking about, who will not stop referring to me as alt-right, and it's pretty frustrating because that is essentially a stand-in word for Nazi, and it's absolutely not what my ideology is. So I find it kind of hard to believe that such a thing as a free speech Nazi could exist, but this is a real phrase that I've heard people say. Free speech Nazi. Seems a bit contradictory. Malcolm is talking about me. Yep, it's a Dort. Got him. Okay, there's two death mages here. Hey, thank you, Artagus. I appreciate that, bro. My day is improved. No, I mean, I totally get it, Tactical Papaya. I imagine it's, like, frustrating. Let's get it on. Hell yeah. Damn, dude, you're up to 15 total? That's awesome. Thank you, Anani Badger. Super cool. Alright, this is ugly. We could take, actually, our entire hit point total here, so clearly what we would like to do is silence. Kind of an ugly silence, considering there's a short sword of, animated short sword of Venom here. And we don't have much in the way of tools to deal with that. So I'm going to err on the side of caution, and I'm going to make some spiders, although I foolishly kept my evokes to 5, not 10, so let's just swing a bit. Honestly, our defenses are good enough that we ought to be able to kill this stuff. I am going to lamp over here. Wow, bad lamp. It only got the thing that doesn't really care. However, the Annihilator's dead. Man, what am I doing? Forget this. It's okay. It's lightning rod time. Perfect. And now you. Is that the last charge? That's the last charge. Okay. I have Ice Blast. This is fine. This is totally fine. It's a little worrying when you're using silence, you know. You never know exactly when it's going to end, and the aura is always shrinking, and it's, can be miserable if it goes badly, if you don't kill things fast enough, which is one of the reasons why, like, I love silence. I think it's one of those powerful abilities in the game, but that goes doubly in your direction. You know, it powerfully screws you over. Can't do anything when you're silenced. You can't invoke your god help. You can't cast spells. You can't read scrolls. A lot of stuff you can't do. You can use evocables, but very much a double-edged sword. At last, Edort has the ultimate power to post drawings of frogs in Twitch chats. Yeah. 10 minutes in slime talking about the backstory of it and dissolution while talking about strategies for quickly killing TRJ in Slime 5. Surprised you even knew. Made me smile. Well, that's, I really appreciate that, Tactical Papaya. I think that, just as an aside, I think that slime is one of the most fun and arguably well-designed places in DCSS. Yeah, it's kind of a little bit the same every time, but it's also horribly difficult. But it's horribly difficult in the most fun way possible, in my opinion. Because the thing is, like, yeah, if you screw up, you die. But if you don't screw up, you don't die. I mean, as long as you don't, obviously teleport can kind of screw you over. But I love areas of a game where it's just like so unforgiving. But then you get this great feeling of accomplishment, when you figure it out. And you're like, okay, wow, there's all these little tiny little tricks that sort of let you not get pizzoned here. And once you get those, man, smooth sailing. By the way, we have Staff of Energy, pretty cool. So we can, I trained so much. I trained so much spellcasting. I wonder, can I drop my hat now? Yeah, I don't need that hat anymore. However, we actually have Sin all the time now, and an Arlek ring. So I can even get rid of this ring mail if I want to. Kind of interesting. Because if you just try to mindlessly run through, sure, you can still kill TRJ, but at the cost of several malmutates and tons of burned resources. Right. I mean, if slime doesn't kill you for your transgressions, it will... What the hell? I was gonna say it will mutilate you. Look at this. Three books of transfigurations were just like diagonally next to each other. Was this like a transmuter school that these elves were running? That's really weird RNG. Just like three of the exact same book right next to each other. Bizarre. Anyway, MP -9, no thanks. Speaking of lore, well, that's one of the most fun things about roguelikes is you make up your own little stories. Ilona. Should tell me about Ilona sometimes. I keep hearing that it's great, but I haven't actually played it. If you have any questions, Gauissimo Gao, I would be happy to answer them. If you want to learn about the game, the lore, or the mechanics behind it, anything like that. Ilona is a cool game, just don't play the Piss update. Dare I ask what the Piss update is? Kind of reminds me of every update in Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Just feels like someone's peeing right on your face when you update that game. Hey bro, guess what? Your guns foul when you shoot them now. Oh, okay, they added urination to Ilona. I did hear about this. Isn't there a like a AAA game where that was a thing, and if everybody pees on the same spot, then a mushroom grows or something? Am I making this up? Is this a fever dream? Am I talking about a real game that exists? Why does stair dancing exist? I don't know, it's good. I swear to God, there's like this game that came out. No, I'm not making this up. It was a game. It's like a third person. Oh my fucking God! I swear this is real. I'm not making this up. There was like a trailer, and some girl. Thank you for the follow. Some girl had like a ghost baby, and it was like the baby was in another dimension, and somehow she was like breastfeeding it anyway. And it was just weird. You guys have no idea what I'm talking about. It's a game that came out within the last couple months, I think. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to look this up now so I don't sound crazy. Mushroom pea. That's what he wants to see. I'm taking a minute to Google this so I don't sound like I'm just insane. Death Stranding? According to Kojima's... Yeah, okay, alright. Vindication. According to Kojima's presentation, Sam, played by Norman Reedus, will be able to urinate in the game, and his pee can be used as a weapon. IGN reports that the director promised if multiple players urinate in the same spot, the mushroom that grows could become something good later on. I didn't make it up. It's real. This is a family-friendly stream. I can't help that this is a real game that exists. Alright, let's... Hold up. Let's do something we should have had some fun with a long time ago. Spellforge Servitor. Iron Shot, Airstrike, Fireball. So order him to attack. Are you sucking my mana away? Yeah, you are. So we got the Servitor. Iron Shot, down he goes. We have freed Sif Muna from the clutches of the orange crystal statue. I don't want to live with this knowledge. Is that so, Artagus? I guess that does sound like something Kojima would do, huh? I mean, I guess from that description it does sound... You know, the description I gave, it sounds like a fake game. Alright, check it out. Let's wear our core. Again, only the robe, really. Kind of a leather, too, as well, that's available with our core, but we don't want to wear it as RC-. We have an ice ring now that has, like, an outrageous amount of strength on it. That's kind of cool, I guess. Let's make sure we're still immune to golden eyes. Yeah, we are. Hey, thank you, Artagus. I appreciate it, man. It's very late for me, but I feel like I should see this thing through. Bits of slime. Down we go. It's kind of Iron Shot stuff. It's much quieter than what I've been doing. Feels good, man. Does Iron Shot cost hunger? Yeah, it does. And I kind of need to keep my longsword on so I have enough MR plus to not get owned by golden eyes. So that's kind of a shame. Guess I'll take my spellcasting to 20. Look how strong Iron Shot is, though. Isn't that cool? Boom. Love this spell. Okay. This is why we don't Amnesia Fireball. So we can one-shot floating eyes. Fireball makes so much noise, though. Very good versus Azure Jellies as well. I guess I could just Fireball the Acid Blobs if I want to, or Irradiate them. Not bad. D-Missile certainly helps an awful lot in this game. Yeah, casual floating eye. I hate the fact that it's just a regular spawn in here. That is the one thing that really bugs me about slime. Everything else is just like perfect. But I'll tell you why I hate it. It's because floating eyes are sort of designed badly. You go downstairs, and if you haven't been there, or if you have been to that downstairs before, if there's a floating eye waiting for you, and he's already charged up, he can just like, boom, instantly tag you. There's no way to get that charge to go away. So it's kind of obnoxious. Slime should be shortened. It already was shortened. See if we can melee this dude. Am I a bad enough dude to melee an acid blob on a Tengu? Apparently so. Slightly cheat though, because he had the debuff. Yep, Dissolution can summon eyes. Eyes of all sorts. Golden eyes. Floating eyes. Maybe a great orb of eyes, I don't remember. Probably not. Yeah, Dissolution is one of the most powerful uniques, easily. Okay, let's Fireball. There's a downstairs. Alright, I have to think about it. I have to think about it now. How do we kill TRJ? I think I am inclined to wear my ringmail. Honestly. I think I'm inclined to do that and then suck down my final potion of resistance. Depending on your MO scrolls, how would I? Well, yeah, we could. I am hugely not a fan of killing TRJ in the open, if I can avoid it. I think I did last time on the Felid Chaos Knight, but that was because I had Sticks to Snakes available. We don't have that this time. Oh, hey, I missed it. Vehumet actually gave me final spells, and it turns out that he memed me just as hard as I thought he would. No tornado for me. Ignition, Firestorm, Chain Lightning. But it's fast and cool. I mean, it is cool. I wish we had Ignition. That'd be even cooler. You could Zerk him down. Sounds like a trip to Suicide Land. Torment MO Boom is fun. I agree, it's a lot of fun. Hey, what's up, Tilterax? Good to see you here, man. I'm finally streaming on some Euro hours for you in the middle of the night for me. Just got frustrated with not having won enough games in the tournament, so I thought I'd do right by my team and get this party really started, you know. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna pop the Ringmail this guy back on. 13 AC to 21 AC. 3 nets. Is there any more nets? No. Well, Tilterax, it's a tournament. You're going to see my sleep schedule get a little weird. I'm not planning on poop socking this by any means, but I might go hard for some of it. This is annoying. What's Fog? So I don't get mutated too hard. I didn't mean to put the Spire there, but whatever. I guess we're going to have to Iron Shot. Luckily, we one-shot the Shining Eye. I'm just going to wait. Okay, this is good, because I can Airstrike. Okay, now I can Irradiate to finish him off. So we don't have our core right now. So we'll pull this guy up. We'll Irradiate. Then we'll Iron Shot to finish him. He didn't actually die, so we'll Ice Blast. I should have my Arcor on, actually, come to think of it, until we're ready to fight TRJ. Bad lucked a bit, insofar as there is another Shining Eye. I think if I put this dude here, I can't be mutated. Let's Airstrike him. State of Affairs is not going to last very long in terms of me being immune. In fact, it's basically already ended. I suspect Fireball does more damage to this than Airstrike. I should probably check. It is flying, but I think we're gonna Fireball. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's Irradiate. Okay. Do I have RF? I don't have RF, so we can't Fireball ourselves. We shouldn't, anyway. I am going to run the risk of one more Irradiate, and then I'm going to pull up. We actually lucked out on the Irradiate, did not get Turbo mutated, contaminated rather, which would have led to me getting mutated. Okay, easy decision to Fireball this guy. Enjoy your vulnerability, bro. Nice Fireballs. I like the way my tile looks, by the way. I don't know what it is, he just looks very stylish right now. Maybe it's that super cool shield. Yeah, so here's TRJ. If I was going to do a out in the open strat, this would be a really good place to do it. I mean, if we had, I tell you, if we had Bolt of Fire still, or if we had Ignition online, of course, we could maybe make this happen. But I don't feel too hot about it without Bolt of Fire. Lightning just doesn't cut it. There's too much. What's his evasion? His evasion sucks. Actually, Lightning Bolt might work pretty well against the Royal Jelly, come to think of it. Damn, now I'm tempted. Now I'm super tempted. We're not gonna fall for the siren song though of the MOTRJ kill. Oh Jesus, we have a problem. We have no digging. We have no digging, and yet there's this horrible little path of crap here. And I only have one magic mapping. I don't want to waste that to get my bearings. Gosh, I think we have to have a bad time. I think we have to telly and go down, or telly while up here. One of the two. Down here, I think. Okay, this is okay. I'm gonna move up. Wow. All right, I'm glad I deflected. See this little cloud? I thought I was being so damn clever by moving up. I was like, haha, he won't shoot me. But this little trickster over here just blinked away, which probably should have expected. Let's be smart and make a servitor. I'm trying to do silent things, so we're going to swing, we're going to do iron shot. I'll do a little airstrike, I guess, actually. It's cheaper. Never mind, noise is resulting because my Spellforge servitor does not give a shit. Spire. Airstrike. Do I have magic potion just in case this gets hot? Yeah, I do. This is getting hot, and not in a good way. We're going to chug down a magic. There we go. Whoa, what did I just take huge damage from? God damn. The acid blob hits you, 2 exclamation points. Hold on, was that what it was? Yeah, I guess it was just melee from the acid blob. I see what, okay. I was confused because he acted after I hit him. And I saw that he was dead, and I was like, well, what the hell? I thought I killed him. My servitor is the one who got the killing blow. Tam. This is ugly. I'm gonna Fan of Gales, blow him away a little bit. I don't want to go up is the thing, so we're just gonna Iron Shot. Iron Shot again. Do I have Ambrosia maybe? I'm so afraid of going up, it's so lame. We have 30 Enslave. Why don't we just be smart? Make some friends. You guys can deal with this freaking acid blob for me. Put a Spire here actually to block him. What's the MR like on these guys? Really good. And yeah, I agree, by the way, Endort. It's definitely doable. Wand of Involuntary Friendship. That's a good name for it, man. I think if I move... You know, I don't actually know. Is the energy bolt reduced? It is. Okay, they finally added a tooltip for this. The range of the bolt is decreased by 1 for every creature it strikes. That's good. And that means I should be relatively safe. Just trying not to take any more damage here. I don't want to go up. I really don't want to go up. I'm gonna have these guys run away. Should I burn an Ambrosia? I have 4 Ambrosia. I think I can burn one. Oh, bad time for that to go away. We have to drink Curing. Didn't get mutated. That's good. Airstrike, airstrike. Sometimes slime just kind of screws you over a little bit on the layout, and that unfortunately is just what we had to deal with today. By the way, my big Hail Mary of Irradiate is no longer available, so not trying to get contaminated here. Let's go up. So I made the right decision, you guys. You see this crap? Imagine if I had been at 60 hit points and I had rolled up into this party. Not a good time. That's exactly why you don't trust staircases, man. It's okay, full hit points. Nice. Oh no, not TRJ. I don't need to clear that upstairs. It would just be nice. It'd be nice. It might let me have multiple. Oh, this is a little risky. That's fine. Oh, you bastard. Okay. Telly, we're not ready for you yet. Give me some intelligence. Should I just be training fire, I wonder? Rather than trying to meme with spell casting so all my spells are hungerless. Take forever to get level 6 spells hungerless. Okay, we're going to have Servitor deal with... Damn, did you see that? Servitor almost killed the Acid Blob in one shot with Fireball. I have this feeling that my Servitor's spell power is just absolutely insane compared to mine. Well, it feels particularly strong on spells that I haven't trained enough. And so his spell power is just like, actually, it's kind of weird that I can summon something that's better at casting the spell than I am, I guess. We can kill all this. Irradiate. Gets the job done. Perhaps fireballing myself was not the move there. There we go. Really, bro? Alright, I'll burn another telly. 2 tellies in here is not that bad. 3 would be pushing it. Okay, hopefully he doesn't show up. Okay, cool. I think it's about time. Wear the ring mail. I'm actually going to drop the robe. Am I lagging? What's happening? What is happening here? Hold on a second. Oh, right. This is that glitch that happens literally every time I play Crawl now. Sorry, let me fix this. Have you guys, I mean, is there anybody else who's streaming this game regularly other than like Dynast or whatever? Have you guys seen anybody else having this issue? Maybe I can complain to somebody. Some kind of graphical update bugged the game out and just causes it to go white. And then I have to refresh the page. Anyway, yeah, we got the Dragon King, bro. The Scales of the Dragon King, +9, RF+, RC+, MR+. Kind of cute. Our poise. Obviously not going to be playing with that today, but wouldn't that be lovely? I don't know though. 18 strength, 29 int. We could maybe make it work. Nah, that's silly. Okay, we'll shout a bit. It's kind of a shame to find that on a character that can't make good use of it. Maybe the plate has +8 int, +8 strength. That'd be cool. Here we go. Alrighty, so I'm gonna haste. We saved all our hastes up to this point. We're gonna agility. We're going to resistance because we took off the cloak, or the robe rather. Probably brilliance too. Hold on. This is fine. Yeah, we'll brilliance. It does less for us because like the wizardry or whatever doesn't really do much on Vehumet, but still get the int bonus, still get some spell power bonus. It's quite good. Take a step. 3 nets. Really fire, yes, throw the net. End up here. Gotta be really careful, because if he swings on me, if he had managed to swing on me, we could have gotten a riposte with this longsword. And that would have been a bad time, because it would have made allies for him. Should I spell Forge Servitor? Will he fireball my ass? I guess it doesn't really matter if he does. Yeah, I will. And then we're still going to summon, though, because I don't have any Phantom Mirrors. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. It's really good. Alright, so the move here is going to be Iron Shot. Servitor will demolish this, although he didn't quite spawn in the right spot, so I think it's all me. Throwing nets again. One problem here is mana. Oh, here we go. No such luck. Did they kill my servitor? I think they killed him. Should be, yeah, last Iron Shot does it. Now, I think it's time to telly out of this. Possibly I could, like, suck down a magic potion and just irradiate to death, but TRJ is dead, but at what cost? Yeah. Let's lamp up here to kill some of this stuff. I just don't feel so good about trying to melee this crap. I'm already getting kind of owned doing it. There we go. We burned through a lot of our food in here, but I think it was well worth it. Oh, there's more stuff in here. Whoops. I guess I'll just finish it with an Ice Blast. Or maybe Lightning Rod. There we go. Oh, another one. Damn. Okay. Ah, double damn. Whoa. 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 I'm blinking. I am Ice Blasting. I would like to file a Floods, but I can't. It keeps happening. It really does, doesn't it? Box of Beasts. Can I just walk away and you deal with this problem for me, my friend? Yes. Very good, we didn't even lose our box. I drink a curing to get this rot off. I warned you about the stairs, bro. I told you, dog. Well, you know, I killed TRJ. I said we're doing this, bro. We're making this happen. And then I tried to ascend the stairs, and it just didn't work out for me. Honestly, that comic applies to DCSS pretty well. I think that Hella Jeff and what was the other guy's name? It's been a little while for me. Sweet Bro, yeah, of course. How could I forget Sweet Bro? Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff are just a couple of guys who played DCSS. Wow, +5 robe. Huh. Sack of spiders, we have 4 now. All the more reason to keep pumping my evokes at least to 10. Manual of crossbows, a little late. Sandblast and regen. I will go ahead and learn regen. I would be a fool not to learn regen right now. Take Necro to 5 for that. Any Vol Clutch? No. Scales of the Dragon King. Sadly, so sad, but it doesn't really help us. I'll identify this artifact. It's garbage. These rapid decon, meh. Normally that's amazing, but not so much on a Tengu. Alright, this worked out though. We got our rune. You know. Took out TRJ. Had a good time doing it. Not gonna sneak up on me, Death Ooze. Okay, let's gonna say let's go to the lair, but we're being memed on. How did that guy even get in here? Oh, right, they don't care about the slime walls. Okay, just for my own sadness, let's wear this Scale of the Dragon King just to see. Look upon our glorious castability and despair. Yeah, I didn't check the staff, and I'll tell you why. Basically, this sword is so damn good. It gives us RF plus, MR plus plus, and our poise. Airstrike still works. Hell yeah. Not actually a bad play, to be honest. I mean, you can win the game with Airstrike. You can kill Orbs of Fire with Airstrike if you're really committed. But I don't think we're going in that direction. Anyway, yeah, so the reason I don't care about the staves is like, yeah, I'd love to have an enhancer, but I'm getting too many resistances off this thing. Like, this is my stat stick. It's going nowhere. In my opinion, unless I'm going to use Staff of Energy to get like Hungerless high level magic, I guess. Any artifacts that I missed? No. Okay. Oh, we have 3 runes. You know, that's enough to go into Zot. I actually did my branch order sort of. Well, I do weird stuff with it sometimes. This is a great example of it where I just haven't even entered vaults. That doesn't mean that that was the optimal thing to do. In fact, I'll tell you right now, it wasn't. I just did that because, well, because I wanted my loot pile faster, and I knew that I could pull it off. So, on this particular character, I knew that I could pull it off. Okay, let's wear this ring. Now, we have Aurelec from both our armor and the ring. Oh, the other thing is I didn't have RC+, and I really, when I don't have a nice little, you know, line of green on these 5 resistances, you know, it's not like I can't do vaults without all 5. I would just really like to have all 5. And if I have to mix and match and trade things to get to go somewhere, that's not so good in a place that wants you to have Omni resistance. Whereas in Slime, I know exactly what I need. It's our cold and our core, and enough MR to not get screwed over by golden eyes. So, you know. Anyway, I think I'm going to switch my body armor a bit. We have RF plus. That's weird that I only have RF plus. How's this possible? I have RF plus from my mutation, and I have RF plus from the sword. What's giving me RF minus? It's my hat. Get out of here, hat. We'll pick up the hat of C Invisible instead. Or actually, we'll just get the +2 hat for AC, because we already have Send from a different source. Now we have RC. We have RF plus plus. Now, that opens up Ice Dragon Scale, which we can afford. Let's check. Encumbrance rating 11. You guys think we can handle encumbrance rating 11? I think we can handle encumbrance rating 11. We're going to find out. Would be kind of cool if we could end up in this kind of sort of medium armor. Not totally crippled in it. It's not terrible. D-Missile doesn't need to be high. Servitor I'm a little sad about, and obviously Iron Shot we're going to need to do a little something about. Everything else is great. I can still spam Fireball to my heart's delight. And it's actually still Hungerless, even though I sort of nerfed my intelligence a bit by moving items. So this is getting sweeter. What about RN+? That one ring, Scale Mail, and of course Staff of Death, which we don't want to use. I guess that I could lose the Ring of Protection. Now RN+ matters a lot less, I will admit. Really, I could just swap it on for shadow dragons or whatever. I mean, you know me, I hate to do swaps, but if I have to do it, I will. It's just a matter of convenience. And wow, I didn't even finish... Damn, dude, I didn't even finish Dungeon. That shows how much attention I'm paying. Paying? I guess we'll finish that real fast. We can tab it. And hello. Bro, it's the hat of Dairo Vepriva. That opens up RN Plus to us. We can wear that and pop on the other ring in place of our Arlek. Also, Robe of the Archmagi, which might be fun later. Of course, a Tengu is a character that just wants, like, spell power upon spell power. Big surprise, really, that I hadn't finished Dungeon. Now playing a Formicid with Demon Spawn mutation, hybrid of Gozag. That sounds incredible. BHOth is doing some cool stuff over there. Dual-wielding Axis? Are you sure that's B-Crawl? Does B-Crawl have dual-wielding? I thought that was Bacadron Crawl. I know he put just like an enormous amount of work into getting that functional. Bacadron Crawl, okay. Yeah, how dare they have the same letter as the first letter in their names. Want of digging, alright. Sack of spiders. Damn, we want gold. We're gonna want to find a scroll of acquirements sometime in the near future. I see it in my future. Alright, so anyway, basically I was going to marathon this, but man, the sun's going to be coming up soon, so I really should probably get some sleep. Kind of a shame. I thought we could do this a little faster, but it's a Tengu. What are you going to do? However, we'll be able to afford the crown by the time we finish Dungeon, so that's cool. And, oh shit, I just let myself get contaminated. Do I have cancellation? I'm gonna burn that. Just one of them. What a foolish play. I banned from the DCSS guys Discord. Yes, Demise tends to ban everybody. I guess. So, nope, I'm not there. I am in my own Discord, and I am in the Zatahua Discord if you'd like to get a hold of me somewhere off stream. You can also email me or send me a message on Reddit or post something on my YouTube, and I will try my best to get back to you. Although, if I don't answer, don't be offended. Just send me something else, and I'll probably have missed the first message because that happens sometimes. Anyway, yeah, this is our Tengu. We are doing well, but I'm tired, and I think I'm going to call it a night. We're using the powerful longsword Feces, Venom +5, our Poise RF plus MR plus. This has been with us the whole game, I think, since nearly the beginning. When did we find this? Like D6? Outrageous. And we're going to carry our Shining Blade all the way to the bottom of Zot and take the orb and win. But we're going to do it tomorrow. Appreciate the talk, you guys. I had a really good time tonight. But until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.